All right. Happy Friday night, everybody. Welcome to the latest episode of the No BS Airplane Show. My name is Greg. I'm going to be your trusted internet pilot tonight. So sorry for not looking at the camera, but I am just trying to get something up on this website here so I can see what I need to see. Today I think we're going to have a pretty good episode this time. This should be kind of fun. We haven't done something like this in a while on this channel. You know, lately it's been FS Academy, flying, you know, bitching, that kind of stuff. But tonight we're gonna try to blame all our troubles on these hard-ass airports. So I did run a little bit of a search for the hardest airports. We kind of have an idea, we being the flight sim community, we kind of have an idea of what there are out there, but ran a couple of different searches. So I used Microsoft Copilot. So these are pretty much what we're going to be doing, you know, Paro, Lukla, Courchevel tonight. And then there's another one here that brought up, you know, we all know about St. Barths, so we're going to do that one. Aspen's on this too. We've landed at Aspen quite a few times. But what we are planning on doing tonight is, looks like we're going to do an ATR into Paro just to save time. You know, I mean, we could do if we can get through all four pretty quickly, maybe we'll go back to Paro and do an A319 or an A320. Well, you know, maybe we could do that. I could go out. I'll think about that for a minute. Then at Lukla, they either use a PC-6 or a de Havilland 6, which I think we have the de Havilland 6, even if it's not. I know I bought one of those before. At St. Barths, you can use a Cessna 402, a Caravan, a 208 Caravan, a PC-12, and a DH-6. And then at Courchevel, from what I can tell, they usually use a PC-12 or a Caravan 208. Kind of makes me upset I didn't buy the black square one, but you know, it is what it is. I'm not like that upset, like I'm not going to lose sleep over it, but I'm cool with the decisions we made. So we got our trusty flight control unit here. I've been working on getting my frame rates down. I think I finally have what oh, nope, it changed it back. Let me change this again. So we have, let's see here, DLAA. I switched it over on auto FPS. I switched it to VFR mode since we're going to be doing general aviation. Let's see here. So we have 40 there. Yeah, let's bring all this down here. I am currently looking at a couple of upgrades for my PC. I'm looking at getting a new power outlet or power receptacle. I want to get 750 watts up on that. And then I'm looking at maybe, so I have the RTX 4070 and it only has 12 gigs of memory, you know, 12 gigs of RAM memory in it. I really want one that's got 16. So I'm either looking at the 5080 or the 47 or the 4080. I think it's either that or the 4070 Ti, but I'm looking at a couple of new options possibly to upgrade this because, you know, lately, I mean, I've been able for a long time to run everything on Ultra, and I still pretty much can. But sometimes, especially like when we had the 737 MAX flight the other day, where the frame rates were like 20, I think I got a good grasp on how to fix that. See, this shit fixed again. All right, DLAA is what I want. So yeah, so we'll see. Hopefully, I'm sure it'll be okay tonight. Knock on some wood. All right, so we're going to start off with the ATR. And my plan is just to start off on the runways of the airport. Start off on the runway and go around, make a big circle, and then come back. You know, maybe we will do the, where's just a base bitch A320? We got this Innobuilds one. Yeah, let's do, I tell you what, we'll do the A3 Neo. We'll start off, we'll give ourselves a challenge. Let's see here, configure. All right, let's see here, private charter. I don't think I've ever really flown this this in 2024 yet. All right, that looks good. Do we have any liveries for passengers? I thought they had like Spirit and some other ones. Okay, EasyJet, Iberia, Orbitz, Pacific. All right, you know, we'll just stick with this here. All right, let's just go. Let's get to our airport. And we're doing Paro first. Okay, and then I am going to just do clear weather. That way I don't have to worry about finding METARs and all that, because sometimes finding METARs at these far out places is a little difficult. So we're just going to do clear skies. Well, you know what? Maybe we will do... Let's do... I tell you what. We will do... we'll do a few clouds. And then... That looks good. Alright, hang on. Let me just start my recording on OBS. Alright, let's... Alright, so we're on runway 15. I want to take off on this runway here. Runway 15. Alright, let's see what happens. Let's get it! I put my glasses on, this shit's about to get real. I've only landed at this airport one time, and I believe the time I landed on it, it was pretty fucking stellar, I think, actually, if I remember correct. I'd have to go back and look, but I think this is, I think, the most difficult landing out of the 4 we're doing tonight. This one here, because of the type of airplane. No, I guess that's okay. You can park us the wrong way. We can just do not auto FPS. We can just do... Oh! Of course they got us on the wrong runway. Alright, fuck it. It is what it is. Let me make sure we have the correct... Alright, I don't have controls yet. Let's get the controls set up. Alright, that should be good. Let's see here. Client input. Okay, so that's throttle. The last one. Okay, that works. Okay, let me get... I don't know if they'll have any charts here. Let's see here. Oh, all right, let's check Navigraph. Okay, no, none either. So, okay. So let's just go ahead and initialize our system here. Might just be better to do the ATR. Do we have our... Okay, so those are turned on. Alright, fuck it. So we have LQPR... Oh, VQPR, my bad. Okay. And let's see. Flight plan, taking off from runway 33. We're gonna land on runway 15. That's interesting. I don't have any charts here to insert this. Let me see here. Let me just look for, tell you how we can do this actually. Get this tablet pulled back up here again. Let's see if they have, all right, there's Paro. Is there a BOGA around here anywhere? I want to say the, well, we'll try it. We'll just try this one, I guess. Okay, works for me. All right, spoilers, let's arm those. Takeoff configuration test. Okay, I think that works. I don't really have V speeds and shit like that, but we'll be okay. Okay, go to the next page. Are you fucking kidding me? That's so dumb. Flaps 2. I'm not worried about the THS. And we'll just put in 130. And let's set this to 12,000 feet. All right, let's roll. Okay, let's see here. Park and brake off. Alright, V1. Maybe we need a little more height than 12,000 feet.
2,500. 2,500.
All right, very good.
1,000.
Flaps up. All right, let's try to get lined up on this approach. I'm not really sure what our height needs to be. I guess we'll just go by with whatever they're going with on the flight plan here. Okay. We are doing all right. We'll go out and then we'll turn around here pretty soon. What does this constraint say here? 185 knots. Does this have altitudes? Oh, there's Bogop. Okay. You know, that might not be enough space either. Let's get up to 22,000. ATR probably would have been a bit easier. You know, maybe not actually. Not with you know, that kind of takeoff we had to do. If we would have taken off on runway 15, it might have been a different story. Runway 15, I believe, would be an easier runway to take off on. So like I said, we'll go out to Bogop. Turn around. And then we'll just follow the mountains down. So when we come in on this landing, you actually come around this ridge, and it has that mountain that we took out, the one that was right in front of us. You have to kind of like go right around that, and as soon as you go around it, like, you are getting ready to land. It is a wild landing. All right, I think 21,000 will be okay. Alright, we're just about 20 miles over from Bogop. Put our speed up a little bit. Alright, we are at 21,000 feet. I would like to think it'd be pretty cool living out around this way. Like, with all the mountains and all that, it's got to be very, like, I don't want to say religious, but like, it's got to be a really cool experience to live in places like this. I think it would be. Like, I would love to buy a one-way ticket to Wyoming or Idaho and just If I can live out there, I would love it. Oh my God. Get away from the big cities. I can do my job from there since I work from home. You give me a good internet connection, I am all right. Hey, where did my thing go? I guess it's not gonna have it on here. That a shame. Looking at Navigraph. I'm looking at you, Navigraph. Yeah, the altitudes I'm not really sure of on this landing. I'm trying to remember. Yeah, I don't remember actually. It's been so long since I've flown this thing. Well, let's get the hardest one out of the way first. Make sure you hit subscribe, hit the like button. Become a member, super chat, super thanks. Buy a sweatshirt, buy a t-shirt. Yeah, what's up, dude? How you doing, Runza? Happy Friday. We're in an A320neo getting ready to turn around back to Paro. I'm not really sure what altitudes this landing's supposed to be. I couldn't find any charts, and it's been forever since I've done this landing. It's probably been a year since I've tried this landing, actually. It's been a minute. So we're doing 4 different landings. This one is Paro out near Mount Everest. Then we're doing Lukla, which is the Mount Everest landing. Then we're gonna go to St. Barths. We're gonna do that landing. And then we're gonna do Courchevel over in France, which is a wild landing. That one's pretty dope. I actually like that Courchevel one. Yeah. But this airport, it services a lot of A319s and a lot of A320neos. So that's why we're using this airplane here. But I think moving forward, we're going to be using either a DH6 or a PC6 or a PC12 or testing the Caravan. I thought about doing a regular flight tonight, but I've been doing so many of those lately. I kind of wanted to break it up and just do some landings. So I programmed in an RNAV approach. So we're gonna spin around and capture that thing here pretty soon. This is Microsoft Simulator 2024. Yep, Microsoft Simulator 2024. All right, let's start swinging around so we can capture our approach. And these dotted lines that we're seeing here for the route, those dotted lines will go away once we activate nav mode again. Yes, Runza. I believe it is very popular, this game, from what I've seen. It's very popular with me. I like it a lot. I like it a lot until the frame rates become shitty, and then then I'm not a fan of this game. When it runs bad, I don't like it. But for the most part, it's running pretty good. This is a beta version of the game. For the next update coming out here pretty soon. But yeah, if you're into flying, this is a great simulator. You can get it on Xbox Game Pass. All right, we're gonna go out. We're gonna go out about a minute, and then we'll turn around. Yes, yes, Runza. I am the cowboyest of cowboys. Yeah, that's me. You caught me. You caught me. Yep, I am a country cowboy to my roots. I got my boots on right now. I got a 10-gallon hat on, but you can't see it. The green screen is captured it, so it looks like I don't have a hat on, but I really do. All right, it's almost been a minute. We'll spin around after that and hopefully capture our route and start descending this thing. Hopefully land here in about 10 minutes, maybe 20 minutes. Okay, that's good. Let's spin around now. And then once we capture Bogot, we'll be all right. Don Williams. Do I know a guy named Don Williams? He sounds familiar. I might have worked with a guy like that a long time ago. Sounds very familiar. I can't tell you for sure though, dude. I mean, I don't work with anybody by that name now, I can tell you that. If I did, this was maybe 25, 30 years ago. I'm going to slow down once we get a little closer. Doesn't say anything about altitudes though, that's the thing. It has one altitude on here at like 10,000 feet. Other than that, it doesn't have any altitudes at all. That is really crazy. Like I said, we'll just watch the mountains and we'll go down with the, you know, as the mountains are going down, we'll go down with the mountains. I think it's a little too early to really start descending yet. Some of those mountains are pretty, at least the mountains we took off over. Oh yeah, Joker? Oh yeah. I know the Joker, yeah, he's a cool dude. I like the Joker. Now, if I was Batman, I don't think I would like the Joker too much. But yeah, the Joker's all right with me. Do you like the Joker? Do you like the Joker, Don? He's a singer. Don Williams is a singer. I don't know that Don Williams. No, I guess I'm too old. I don't know who that is. Yes, you are talkative. It's all good. Nothing wrong with being talkative. Wonder if it'll allow us to switch over to nav mode. It might not. Are you trying to ask me what funk song? Like funk music? What funk music song do I like the best? That's a hard question, man. I can't, you know, I can't really think of one right now, to be honest. I like all kinds of music, but I can't think of one that I like the best, man. If that's the type of music you're talking about, I've never seen PHONK music. Never seen that before in my life. Okay, nav is now engaged. Let's descend to like 18,000 feet. I think I know a lot about planes. Maybe more than some, less than others, but I know a fair amount about how they work and flying and all that. I've been learning and flying these simulators for many, many years. And I've studied quite a bit. So, yeah, maybe I know quite a bit about planes. I know a little bit about everything, man. I'm very cultured, I guess you would say. I've lived a lot of years, and I know quite a bit about a lot of little things. Maybe that's good, maybe that's bad, I don't know, but oh, we didn't start descending yet. Shit. We're descending a little fast, but it's okay. We need to. We might have to do a go around. Actually, depends on how this this does here. So, like I said, I'm not really sure what the altitudes are supposed to be. I'm kind of just trying to stay a fairly, like maybe like 2,000 feet above the mountains. Is kind of what I'm trying to do. I have terrain on here, so. Man, do I look like Google to you? Do I look like ChatGPT? I'm not AI, dude. Airplanes take a long time to fill up because they're huge. There's a lot of fuel that goes in the wings and underneath. It takes a long time. I think the last time I looked it up, I think it took like 2 days to fill up an airplane. It was crazy. People were late, like when they're connecting flights. I mean, shit was wild. Do I look like ChatGPT to you? All right, so we're supposed to be at 185 knots coming up there. Oh shit. Okay, let's down to 180. Let's put our spoilers out. We need to get down more. Put on some landing lights. I should have programmed in a fake route, actually. That's probably what I should have did. If we need to do this again, I'm going to program in a fake route from a certain airport to this one and see if that gets us to where we need to be at. All right, we're close to the right speed here. All right, looks like we're doing okay on altitude. Actually, we may want to... Let's hold off on our altitude. Where am I from? Now I can't dox myself, dude. I'm not gonna do that. I'm from planet Earth on the East Coast of America. Coming to you from the basement of Elon Musk's dungeon. Trump's coming over later with a #1 from McDonald's. All right, I think we're okay to start descending again. I believe we're going to stay in this valley now, if I remember correct. Because we kind of stay in a valley all the way through. I live on the East Coast of America. What part of the world are you from, dude? I should probably just fly this by hand, actually. I don't know, maybe not. 13,000 might be a little low here. Let's see what happens. Yep. I think we'll be okay at 15,000 feet. Maybe even 14,000 actually. We'll do 14.5. Airport should be on the other side of that mountain there. Does that have an altitude there? Nope, they just have speeds. None of them have altitudes. Okay. This might be the valley I was just talking about. The Valley of Imladris. Let's hold off on 13,000 feet here. We should be turning here in just a mile or two. Hope we're not too low again. If we are, we'll start again at the runway and... Oh no, we might be okay. Let me take manual control of this thing. Well, nah, let's just leave it in this here. I think we'll be okay. Here's this valley. We're getting ready to turn. I think we're going to shoot the gap between these mountains here. I think we need to start getting ready to descend. All right, landing gear down.
$2,500.
Oh shit. We might be a little low.
$1,000.
My control.
$1,000.
Let's keep on descending. Shit. Trying to get this airplane to slow down. Motherfucker won't slow down. Might just have to do throttles on my own. And we have been flying this for a while now manually, so let's continue. I'm not worried about landing right tonight or center line or... I mean, it would be nice. Don't get me wrong. It would be nice to grease a landing, especially in a place like this. And again, we're pretty much shooting this gap around the mountain here, and then as soon as we shoot that gap around the mountain, that's pretty much when we're landing. I'm so scared to touch the trim. I really want to touch the trim wheel. Like, I have a habit of trying to, like, move the trim while I'm landing. I really want to do it. What? No, bitch.
$1,000.
Yeah, see, there's a runway, like, right after here.
Sync rate.
I got your sync rate, bitch. Don't worry.
Pull up.
400, 300,
Pull up.
200.
Oh, I never started Sky Dolly. Son of a... Well, we're not going to be doing those kind of replays tonight anyways.
Pull up.
100. 40, 30, 20, retard.
Whoa, I think we killed everybody.
Retard.
Yeah, I think we killed everybody. Well, we did Lukla. I mean, we did this one. That was kind of fun. Wow, that was rough, man. I almost kind of want to go back because the other ones are not going to take long. You know what? Let's God, I kind of want to do that again. What time is it? It's only 9:30. Oh yeah, let's try this again. Let's restart. And then I'm going to build a flight real quick. Yeah, let's try that again. No, dude, that's not Colorado scale, mate. Come on, dude. No, this is Paro. P-A-R-O. This is out in near Mount Everest. Yeah, no. We're not gonna be out in Colorado today. No, sir, not today. I don't want to start on runway. I want to start on runway 15, Dick. You guys are so stupid. Microsoft is really stupid, Dick, sometimes. You guys are. All right. Paro. What was that again? V what? EQPR. Yeah, it's cool. It's a cool airport, that's for sure. Out in the middle of, I don't really know what, is it Nepal maybe? I don't really know what you would call this area. I guess it is Nepal. All right, so I'm gonna set a fake route from, I guess it doesn't really matter. I can set it from pretty much anywhere. I'll do somewhere in Bangladesh. Okay. Yeah, see, it's same fucking runway again. I tell you what we can do though. Let's go into slew mode. Isn't this slew mode here? Nope. Huh. Fuck is slew mode? Alright, I'll just go into it from here, I guess. Keyboard, slew. Oh, Shift Z. Yeah, let's take off on the correct runway. Okay, so that's done. Shift Z. Let me get the tablet pulled up, and we are gonna. Okay, so VQPR is our arrival. And then let's say we're gonna leave from. Alright, let's see here. And then arrival. BQBR. There we go, runway 15. There we go. See, now we have everything in here now. Okay, very good. So I don't really care about departures, waypoints, find route. There we go. Send this to avionics. Let's see if that worked. I haven't really tried that before. Let's see if that actually worked. Yeah, looks like it did. Oh no, KKK, that's bad. KK. And we can't do that. Well, we could do that. We're not going to. Alright, let's check out our flight plan, make sure there's no discontinuities. Excellent, I think we're good. Yep. All right, let's roll. Configuration test. That's fine. Break off. Arm that. Takeoff power set. Yes, I know takeoff speeds are not inserted. We'll go out for a while and then we will put ourselves in heading mode and then do a direct to a certain waypoint. We'll go directly to a certain waypoint. All right, let's slow our climb a little bit. Autopilot's on. All right, let's go out. We'll go out this way. Get ready to put our flaps up. I think, yeah, the flaps are on 1. So as soon as we cross that S mark right there, put our flaps up. All right, flaps up. We can disarm the brake here. I think 22,000 will be okay for our altitude. Maybe. Yeah, it'll be okay. All right, there's Bogop again. That was our initial fix there. That was almost a really good landing. We just needed to get down. We need to be a little quicker on that. We need to be lower in that valley, really. And then when we should have went around that little mountain a little bit and then came in. We should have made it like an S. Instead of going over the mountain and then shooting down like you do at St. Barths, we should have done like a little S. We'll do the S next time. This time. Yeah, I know I said I didn't really care about the landing rate, but I lied. I can't leave that thing at a minus 1300. That's not me. That is not me. I'm not used to landing airplanes like that. It happens. It happens. But I couldn't leave it like that. Oh, if my microphone ever dies and I don't know it, like if you don't hear me, just say something in one of the chats, whether it's Kick or YouTube, I'm not always looking at OBS, so I don't know when the mic is dead. I have another mic ready to go, another wireless. It came with two. Yeah, these DJ mini mics, man, these things are pretty vicious. I like these things. Battery lasts a long time. They're easy to use. The sound's really good. They're pretty inexpensive too for two wireless mics. Lapel style mics. Yeah, it was like 50 bucks, I think, 60 bucks. All right, so we're going to be okay. Let's just go to 20. We'll go to 19,000 feet. We'll go out a little bit past Bogop. Again, like we did last time, and then turn around. And let's see what altitude they might think we're supposed to be at for Bogop. If they have one here. Where did our altitudes go? There used to be altitudes here. Oh, okay, they don't have the altitudes listed there. It'll show us on the tablet as well. Okay, so 24,000, oh really, 24,000 feet at Bogop. That's interesting. I don't think that's correct, because here's 21,700. Here's 16,000 feet. Then that's 9,000, 2,000, and then landing. Okay. All right, cruising. Let's go to 250. We'll go out a little bit past Bogop, and then we'll do a direct to Bogop, and then that should get us back in line again with our landing. Let me see if this thing has any... Wow, that's a long... Jesus. Okay, let's see here. Okay, so 10,200 is our bottom. So it has, okay, 26, oh wow, 26.9 at Bogop, no shit. I don't believe, that's wrong, that sounds wrong to me. Yeah, I don't believe that. I don't believe it. Show me a chart, show me something. Damn, no charts. They're viewing us. Oh, Jesus, that's a long flight. All right, there's Tupelo. There's Bogop. I think the blue is our missed approach, I think. Well, you know what? I wonder what our fuel is, by the way. How much fuel do we have? 633 kilograms? Is that right? All right, we're only 8,800 kilograms. That's not bad. Okay, that's not bad. All right, let's do direct to Tupelo and just see what it gives us as far as info, like how far it is there. We got direct. Direct to Tupelo. There we go. Oh, 157 miles away, get fucked. That ain't happening. Yeah, we'll go out a couple a few miles past here and then turn around again. But we can leave it in nav mode for now. Now this is the longest landing that we're going to be doing tonight, mainly because we're using an Airbus. The rest of these we're going to be using a PC-12 or a C-208, something quite a bit smaller where we're not going to have to go out so far and do this kind of landing. But it's kind of why I wanted to do this one first, because out of all of those, this one to me is the hardest landing. Just navigating that terrain, coming in, short runway, yeah, a lot of obstacles. You know, the one in Nepal, Mount Everest, that one's I think easier than this one. That one you're just following the valley of the mountains. It's a little deceiving when you're looking at it and you're coming in. It looks like it's lower than it really is. You'll see what I'm talking about here coming up. All right, I just want to go out another minute or two and then we'll turn around. Go into heading mode. And then once I turn around, we're going to go direct to BOGO, and that should line us in with navigation again. And hopefully now that we had a real route program, it'll have our speeds in there, our altitude, so there's no guessing this time. I just want to wait for BOGO to kind of fall off the map, and then we're going to turn around. But you know what, actually, oh no, that's probably only 10 miles. I think we're okay to turn around. Let's start turning around. All right, let's go direct to BOGO. All right, navigation's on. So PR 777, we should be at 16,000 feet by the time we get there. That's right here. All right, let's see if we can land this sucker again without breaking our axle. Ooh-ah, Mitch. Come on, Mitch. Let's go, Mitch. Oh shit, no thank you. I don't want you going up to 280. No thank you, bitch. You can stay, let's stay at 240. Take the button out again. All right, 20 miles from Bogat. Just kidding, 10 miles. That's crazy. 281. No way. No, thank you. We do not want any well-wishers or blah, blah, blah. I forget what Bilbo Baggins said. That part of the movie. Oh, no. No well-wishers or distant relations. Go away. Uncle, some people have said you're beginning to get odd. Odd? Me? Nonsense. Be a good lad and put this on the door. Sign. Party business only. Alright, let's start getting down to 16,000. Start slowing down a little bit because we're gonna have to slow down to 185. I mean the 185 here pretty soon. Don't forget to pull the knob out every time you change the speed or change the heading or change the height. You always got to pull the knob out when you're doing manual mode. Nav and autopilot kind of mode, just push it in, and then that'll take care of that'll put it in there like it is from an actual route. You know, like nav. Like if we were going from heading into nav mode, we would push this button in, and that'll put us back in navigation mode. I like using a mouse with a trackball on it. I bought one of these like upright, not an up, well I guess you can kind of call it an upright mouse, but instead of you moving the mouse around, you just use your thumb and move it. It was very strange at first, but I like it. It's pretty nice compared to what I was doing before. I use it all day at work. It's handy, and my wrist doesn't hurt at the end of the day. You know, I'm not like DSP where I need to buy 300 different wrist wraps or wrist rests. He's got so many wrist rests, man. He's got like 30 wrist rests. Fucker is crazy. Complaining about you know, not making any money, but then you buy 300 wrist rests. You got to be a really good pilot to land these landings, man. Like could American pilots do this? Not to say that these guys are better trained, but you know, like if you were flying like, you know, a regular Airbus, you know, like for Spirit Airlines, could you then come over here and just start like nailing this landing? Like, how do you even practice to do this landing? You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy. Such a hard landing. Can you do it at nighttime? Can you have foul weather? These are the questions people want to know the answer to. Hello, hello. All right, microphone is still working. After we make this turn, we'll start slowing down to 185, and then we may just leave it in managed speed mode after that part. We'll probably put our first level of flaps down. Flaps go down? Nope. Oh yeah, they did. Alright, once we get past this next waypoint, we're going to go in manage speed mode. Well, maybe we won't do managed speed mode. It looks like it's still having a problem. Top of climb? What the fuck are they talking about? Unless that's for a missed approach. So 816, we need to be at 13.8. Okay, so we need to be at 13.8 by the time we make that turnaround. Okay, that makes sense. What about the rest of these? What about 730? What about that one? It's still 17.1, so we're still okay on altitude. So we don't drop altitude again, it looks like, until we get to... Yeah, this is still not really helping. It's okay, though. We'll make it. Leave the co-pilot on performance mode, that way I can activate approach phase if I have to. If I, like when we're coming around that bend, I can force it into approach mode so we don't like speed up. It'll take care of the managed speed a lot better. Okay, 828, 826, and then 728. All right, let's leave things where they are for now. Oh yeah, we still got a little bit of ways to go. Okay. There's the airport over there. We're not descending yet. I'm just getting it ready. Because it looks like we need around PR 816. Right when we start making that turnaround back towards the airport, I believe that that's where we need to be at 13.8, it looks like. Yeah. And then, I don't even know what the elevation is actually for the airport. Oh, 7,300 feet, okay. Yeah, I think we started descending here last time, and that was a no-no. We had to climb, like do an emergency climb. I think the next one, we're either going to be using, I think it's either called the Otter or the Beaver. I forget what the de Havilland 6 is called. Or I don't know if we have a PC-6. I thought we did. I thought that came with the standard game of PC-6. I'm really tempted to start descending again. I mean, at least we'll just do like 500 for now and just see if that affects anything. Yeah, well, fuck. Let's just hold off. We're only 2,000 above. It's not that big of a deal. We can get down pretty good. I'm just surprised terrain is not showing up. That is very interesting to me that it doesn't show up. Because I remember making this turn last time and we almost clipped because of everything. Because we were so low. PR 818 15.4. Oh yeah, I think we're okay now. Activate approach mode. Put you on manage speed mode. Put our landing gear down. Flaps 3. Extend our spoilers out again. Take my last sip of tea before we crash. Flaps full. Leave it in this mode a little bit longer. I still have the spoilers out all the way. My control. Need to get down farther. Spoilers back up. over this valley a little bit more. We're not going to arm the spoilers or check the cabin. Co-pilot can do that if he really wants to. One day maybe I'll program the co-pilot on say intentions to do that on this airplane. I do have to find out how to do that though. If Inabuilds ever wants to put out the material for LVARs and KVARs for codes and shit, let me know. Hit me up on my phone, bitch, so I can get these into say intentions and have good old Chad do more than just say stuff to me. I can have Chad do all kinds of stuff inside the airplane, like he can do in PMDG. The PMDG one works great. Be like, Chad, put on engine 2. He's like, putting on engine 2. And then he puts on engine 2.
400, 300. 200. 100. 40, 30, 20. Retard. Retard.
No, get down, bitch.
Retard. 10, 5. Retard.
Well, you know, we cut it in half. I bet you if I practice more, we could probably cut it in half again. All right, I'll take that. On to the next one. A Bellium has gotten in the way of us being able to land. I'll take minus 700. That's not bad. We had to get down farther. I don't know if using auto throttle. I'd have to watch a couple of videos of real pilots doing this, to be honest, to really capture onto it. I don't know if they're using auto throttle when they're coming down over that mountain, or if they go around the mountain and then come in like a snake. I don't know. We'll have to watch a couple of those one day. All right, let's see what we have here. Do we have a PC-6? We do have a PC-6. Ah, yeah, we could fly that bitch. And then we also have a de Havilland 6. Don't we have a DH-6? We do have a DH-6. Ooh, I don't know what I want to do. This is exciting. Do we have a, let me see, do we have a 40? I thought I had a Cessna 402 also. Maybe not. All right, let's do the PC-6. All right, and then Lukla, that is VNLK. This one, we're just going to take off, fly around, and then come back. You'll see what I mean. Minus 700. If we practice that, if I practice that for a few hours, I think I would get pretty good at that after. I don't know about pretty good. I think I would do, actually, no, I'm going to say it. I think I would do pretty damn good. If I practiced that for a while, I bet you I would do pretty good at that over time. Let me just look at what kind of, boy, this is great, Microsoft. I like, oh, there we go, okay. All right, so that's prop. We have lights. What do we have over here? Anything up top? Nope. And where's our flaps at? Okay, that's the door. Oh, there's our flaps right there. Okay, let's go. Oh, hang on, let me make sure park and brake is off. Yeah, oh no! All right, let's try that again. This thing shouldn't be slipping, man. Got rubberized feet. All right, let's try that. Whoa, let's try that again. Just kidding. This time's for real. This time's for real. Set the correct trim. Yeah, that's one thing we should have did. Where is, let's see, the trim. I'm not too familiar with this plane. Oh, there's trim. How come our trim wheel's not working? What? That is very strange. Why can't we move our trim? Alright, maybe we'll be able to control it in the air. I don't know. Park and brake off. If not, we'll use the DH6. Alright, well the trim works now. That's good. You know what? I'm going to do something I don't usually do, actually. No, I won't. I was going to put on the HUD, but I'm not going to do that. That's gay. Alright, we're going to go out to this big mountain out here and then turn around. Trim is working, so we can actually trim out, leave our hands off the wheel, and we're still flying. Oh, look at that, man. There's a mansion up there. That's where I need to live. Look at that, man. That's where. You know how many giraffes we could hide up there? Greece! You know how many giraffes we could hide up in that bitch? Look at that. Nobody would ever find us, man. We could have like our own secret, like mountain entrance, like from the Lord of the Rings movies. Alright, all of that is looking good. We are half on our tanks, that's good. It's too bad this elevator trim doesn't move over here, but the trim does work. That Paro landing is fun, man. We're gonna try that again one day. Maybe we should start a contest. You can we'll have 2 different contests. We'll have one with an A319 or an A320neo. We'll do the A320neo, I guess, since that's a standard airplane. And then the ATR, which is also a standard airplane. All right, so we're gonna spin around. We're gonna go over the side of this mountain here, turn around, and then head back towards Lukla. Then we are going to move over to St. Barths. Another extremely fun but extremely difficult landing. St. Barths is great, man. That's such a cool airport to land at. At that little hill and then right on down. Yeah, I need to watch some of those Paro landings. I like to think they use auto throttle the whole way, and then when it said retard, I pulled the throttle all the way back, but our airplane still went up. So I probably should have played a little bit with the trim. I just didn't want to. Since I didn't touch it during the whole flight, I was very scared that if I touched it, it would have it would have put the whole nose down. Which, I mean, if you guys have seen these videos of mine, when I touch the trim wheel, you know, sometimes that trim wheel, when I touch it, it goes all the way down. All right, we're gonna go out here and spin around. This thing doesn't have autopilot. It might have it in real life, but it don't have it here. I don't think I've ever flown a PC-6 before. It's a pretty cool little airplane. I don't think they use these in bush trips. There's no medical office building there. Come on, Microsoft. There could be. Maybe there is. I don't know. What do I know? I'm just a dumb old bad American. My daughter's coming home this weekend for a night. That's pretty exciting. She hasn't been here in many months. It's been a long time since she's been home. She got a weekend pass. She's gonna be coming home. I think that's pretty dope. The house is definitely very strange without anyone in it. You know, for so many years I had my son every day and then my daughter. My son now has been over at my mom's house. She's been helping him finish high school and get his diploma, something I couldn't do because I'm working all day. He needs somebody up his ass like a anal probe. It's fucking annoying. But my daughter, on the other hand, has some other issues that I'm not going to get into. But yeah, man, I'm pretty excited she's coming home. I do see her. I see her like once a week. Usually I'll go down and visit her, or things like that. But man, it'll be pretty cool having somebody else in the house, I think. She hasn't been home since like the week before Thanksgiving. All right, so we are just going to fly in this ravine the whole way. If I remember correct, I want to say that Lukla is like 8,000 feet in the air. Let's see here, LUKA. VNLK, what am I talking about? Oh yeah, oh, I'm sorry, 9,300 feet its elevation. Landing lights back on. Just to pretend that we're doing things for real. believe it's coming up around this bend here. Oh, we still got a little bit of ways to go. All right, never mind. But yeah, essentially, we're going to follow this little gullet right here. I didn't realize we went out so far. All right, let's get a little altitude. This thing climbs really well. I have no idea what the trim is, but man, that thing got up in the air pretty good. Oh, that's right, we got to go this way. That's right, we got to go down. This is the ravine we got to go down. There's our airport down there. There's our airport. I'm not ready to put flaps down yet. Let's go flaps 1. I'm not sure how many settings there are for flaps. It's probably 2. I know it said 9,300 feet on Navigraph for this airport, but I really don't think it's that high. Maybe it is. We'll find out in a minute. We're about 1,000 feet below where it's saying, but I don't really think it's 93. I thought it's much lower than that. I thought it was around 73. Hooray, Mount Everest! Let's go die! All right. Let's climb a big mountain! Yay! Them motherfuckers are crazy that climb Mount Everest, man. I watched that movie Everest a while ago. It had oh, what's the dude from Avengers Endgame? Thanos. Whoever the dude that played Thanos. He was like the main guy, and then they had like some dipshit looking guy that's like a dorky guy that's been in a lot of movies where he plays a dork. He was like the dude who couldn't get laid in The Perfect Storm, that dude. Then it had some other people. It had some chick in it. I don't remember her name. Miranda Kerr, maybe. All right, I don't see the runway anywhere. Oh, I think I see it. There's the runway. Son of a bitch, it is really like 9,000 feet. Thought they were bullshitting about that. Trim up a little bit. This is a longer run-up than I remember it being in 2020. 2020, I thought it was mainly like off the side of a... Well, it is, I guess, off the side of a mountain. Hey, you don't see positive landing rates too often. I'll take it. We ain't doing this one again. Positive landing rate, man. You don't see that often. That's good shit. All right, very good. Maybe if we have time, we'll come back and do it again. All right, let's go to St. Barths. All right, now here's the big thing. What do I want to fly? I kind of want to do the de Havilland 6. There is a flight that goes every day between St. Barths and St. Martin. So maybe we'll take off from St. Martin and then fly over to St. Barths. So let's do that. We're going to depart from there. Let's go get our DH6. So excited. I haven't flown this plane in so long. This one, I always want to see what kind of liveries they have. Skis, wheels, floats. Okay, wheels. Anything cool that we got livery-wise? Come on, bitch! Yeah! Come on! Maybe that's all. Oh, there they go. Oh, Ken Bork. Shark. All right, we'll do shark. What does Ken Bork look like? Is this like Boar Gullet? Is this Boar Gullet? This doo-doo brown. All right, we'll just do shark. All right, let's get out of here. Ken Bork. We'll have to spend a second just to kind of get acquainted with some of the layouts, but why do they always have us going off the wrong fucking runways, Microsoft? God, you guys are so dumb. All right, let's see what we're working with here. Okay, there's fuel. That's autopilot if we were going to use it. Altitude. Okay. Engines. All right, let's try to find some trim. Where is our trim wheel? Ah, there it is. Okay, this should be... We gotta reverse this. Hang on a second. I gotta reverse this for a second here. No, bitch! Ah, you suck. Fucker. Come on! Capture it! Capture it! Capture it! God damn it, I'm spinning the wheel! Come on, bitch! Scan canceled. Alright, let's try this again. Come on! Yeah, come on! It won't work! Shit. Alright, let's just type in trim. I was spinning it. It wasn't working. It does that all the time in 2024. When you have this, you just sit there and spin that wheel and it doesn't, nothing happens. All right, there we go. All right, now when I go down, it should go nose down and then up for nose up. I just don't know, where's the trim actually at here? I don't know where the trim is actually set for right yet. It's a cool little airplane. All right, well, I don't think I see the trim anywhere. What does this say? Oh, pneumatic. Yeah, it's got low pressure. It's because we're not moving. All right, well, let's just take off. We'll see what happens. Parking brake is off. Takeoff power set. Airspeed's alive. All right, trim. Let's go. Trim up. All right, we are on our way. Pretty sure we're heading south. Yeah, close enough. I think that's St. Barths right down there. We'll just stay flying manually. We can trim out. What is that thing that keeps on flashing when I move the trim? Oh, trim in motion. That's interesting. Fuel flow, propeller. Fuel quantity. It's got some cool little, it's pretty cool looking on the inside of this airplane. Yep, that's St. Barths right there. Start turning out so we can go in. So runway, Heading of 89, 103. Okay, elevation's 48. Would be runway 10 we're landing on, so that's going to be on a heading of 103. All right, very good. And we really need to head for this little opening, like just to the north of this little island grouping here, so we can come over. That's always kind of the hardest part for me, is to figure out how to line up that initially, but okay, that makes sense right there. Havilland 6, look at that. Look at that little bird. Look at that thing. Look at that shark bird. Shorty shark bird. Shorty shit stain. Odiferous missile-foot. Shit, it's 10:30. Oh my goodness. It's getting late, man. It's almost 10:30. Four gullets. Lies. Deception. We're fine, dude. Relax.
Sink rate.
We're fine, bitch. Relax.
Terrain.
There's no terrain, dick. It's water. We're okay. You gotta trust me. You gotta stop yelling those things out at me, man. You know my flying skills by now. We do what we want, when we want, how we want. Yeah, they do this flight a few times a day between St. Martin. Now, I don't know if it was that St. Martin airport. There's another little airport on the island. So, I don't know which one it was from. I didn't look. I just saw that they had a flight every day, a couple of times a day from St. Martin to here with the DHC-6, the Havilland 6. I really forget if this thing is called the Beaver or the Otter. I know it was one of those two. I remember on 2020, I had a DHC-4, a DHC-6, and one was called the Beaver and one was called the Otter. All right, looks like we're lining up okay. We are 7 miles out. Start slowing down a little bit. Looks like we need to be around 90 knots before we can put our flaps down. Let's increase our trim. I think here's that island right here. I can kind of see a little bit of it. Ooh, all that flange. Ooh, Microsoft, dude. That's gross. I hate when they add so much flange. Sounds like if you ever played with a wah-wah pedal with a guitar, you know what I'm talking about. We're not stalling, baby. Come on. A tough little airplane to control when it gets slower. All right, we got to get north of the island. North of that little island, and that should take us right into it. Oops, my bad. If anybody heard that, I'm so sorry. It just kind of happened. It's kind of gross, but it happened. Just forget about it. All right, here we go. Showtime, baby. Not really sure what altitude we need to be at crossing this. I don't know if it's 500 or 400 or... Oh, there's the runway. Shit. Might have to do a go-around. All right, kill the engines. Yeah, let's do a go around. Almost had it. Check, is there a yaw dampener on this thing? Oh, there is a yaw dampener. Had no idea. That might help a little bit. At least for now, it might help a little bit. We don't really need it for landing. All right, let's go out a little bit and turn back around. We don't need to go far. This is not a very fast airplane, so... Fuck off. That was almost a really good landing. That was very close. You got to kill the, as soon as you cross that that hill, kill the engine. At least in this airplane, kill the engine.
Terrain.
Oh, shut up. We'll go at about 5 or 6 miles. Stay around 1,000 feet. Boy. We might be okay to turn around. Yeah, I think we're okay.
Sink rate.
There's no sink rate.
Sink rate.
There's no sink rate! You're lying! You're gaslighting! Stop it. Oh, maybe it is. Shit. Alright. Maybe so. Alright, there we go. Okay. Flaps down. Man, I watched part of My Cousin Vinny today. That's probably one of my favorite comedies of all time. I forgot how funny that movie is. I've owned it for years. It's been a long time since I watched it. I just put it on today for a little bit after work, and I was like, oh man, this motherfucker, this is a funny movie. I forgot how funny that movie was. I might have to finish watching it after we fly tonight. Maybe. No, Vincent Gallo, not Vincent Gallo. Vincent Gallo's dead. I knew that. I think 500 feet's okay at this spot here. I just should have paid more attention to this last time.
Sink rate. Minimums. Sink rate. 50, 40. Full 50, 40, 30, 20, 10,
Excellent. I'll take it. I'll take minus 487 on this one. Ooh boy! All right, one more. Courchevel, here we come, baby. And we can a PC-12 or a C-208. PC-12. I haven't flown I don't think I've really flown to PC-12 before in this game. Let me try the default PC-12 here. Save and back. Is my mic still working? It sure is. All right, let's do Courchevel. LFLJ. Okay, so we're going to take off from here and land as well. Okay, depart. Oops. There we are. Yeah, this is a really cool airport, Courchevel. I think this was part of the bush trips, if I'm not mistaken. One of the bush trips that they had for one of the mountain ranges. Hey, this is like the PC-24. You just make sure throttle works here. Okay, and then we have, where's my trim at? There's trim right there. Okay, so that does work properly. Okay, very good. Let's get out of here. Park and brake off. Take off power set. Landing gear up. Fly around a little bit out here and come in back around. I wonder if this is I wonder if Coronado makes this PC-12. Because if they do, this is way more like, way different than the one they had on Microsoft 2020. That one didn't have any glass gauges or anything like that. That was all like steam and... All right, we're gonna go out and turn around. Let's go out here and spin around. Okay, very good. Now we just have to try to find the airport again. Shit. There we go. All right. Okay, I think I got a pretty good grasp on where it's at now. Those engines do sound pretty good when you kick them on. Not engines, plural, the engine. The engine sounds pretty good. I think it's one engine, right? Yeah, one engine. Now, I know this is around here somewhere again. Might be around the bend here. There is a white dot coming in here. That's probably it.
Speed. Speed.
I don't think that's the... Is it the Val Thorns Alti Airport? Maybe that is it. That's got to be it. I guess that's it. Looks like it. It's the only airport around here. Pretty sure that's it. I don't know the height of the airport though. That could be a problem here. I didn't think it was called the Val Thorns Alti Airport. I thought it was called something else. I don't even see a runway. Yeah, that's not the right airport. It's around the, you know, I think it's around the backside of this mountain, actually. We might have to take off one more time. Oh, maybe that was it. No, that's not it. Where should... Oh, you know, I really do think, I think it is on the backside of this mountain, actually. That's right. If I remember correctly, I think that's it. Yeah, around this side here.
Speed. Speed.
No, maybe not. All right, you know what? Let's just take off again. I hate to do that. Courchevel. Oh, bitch. Oh, we completely missed it. All right, so it's around the backside of there. So let's just pay attention to this again. Okay. Park and brake off. I think I understand where it is now that I'm looking at that map now. Landing gear up. Flaps up. Okay, I got it now. As long as we follow this river here and come around to the end of it, we're good. Okay, that's fine with me. We should be able to land this time, now that I got a better gauge on everything. Do we have a yaw dampener here? Yep. All right, yaw dampener on. It's a pretty area here, like with all the mountain homes, and pretty cool actually. I think that would be a pretty cool kind of area to live in with just nothing but mountains around you. Mountains are so majestic. It's hard to believe that most of those mountains were like underwater at some point. It's crazy, right? I mean, if what Graham Nash and that other dude that goes on Joe Rogan's show, if what they say is true about like the Younger Dryas and the ice sheets melting and all that shit. Guess I could put a flight director on that, won't hurt anybody. Yeah, we've been pretty much flying the whole night without autopilot. Alright, now that we're out here, now we can spin around. We should have enough room. Well, maybe not, actually. Get a little altitude and turn around. Big turn, big jack. This new auto FPS test version is doing great tonight. Great. Alright, very good. Let's start getting set up for landing. Now that we know where we're going. We just made all our passengers throw up. Not even in the bag. They completely missed. Oh, bitch. Just kidding.
Speed.
Speed's okay. Not really sure what height. You know, I should have looked at our altitude before we took off. Damn it. Sometimes I don't think. Sometimes I don't think. Just kidding again, just kidding. Just wanted to see if you were still paying attention. All right, there's our airport. We would have still been flying around if I would have left it. We were still flying around from the last time. We would still be flying around trying to find this damn airport. We would have found it at some point, but I'm glad we found it. Now. Okay, yaw dampener off. There's our airport right around the bend there. Speed is doing pretty good. We're probably got to be around 100, I would think, or 90 maybe for landing. And I should have looked at our heading when we took off too. Shit. A couple things I should have looked at. instead of just gunning it and going. And I don't see the runway yet. The runway over there. I do not. Oh, I think I see the runway now. Okay. I think I see it. It's fun watching YouTube videos of like this airport and like real airplanes landing at this airport all day. It is such a pretty airport to like watch airplanes land at. Very hidden gem here in Barths Courchevel. Kill the engines. Again, we got positive rate for landing. Very cool, man. That was fun tonight, man. Nobody watched, but I thought it was fun. Shit. Nobody want to watch my channel? That's okay. I don't care. It's fun, man. Make sure you hit like and subscribe before you leave. Let's see if anything is out new in the marketplace. I don't think there is. That was cool, man. I might want to rent one of these airplanes again. Like, I really want to try this new V200, but like, it just, I don't know. Coronado has just been making very mid kind of airplanes lately. I just don't see a reason why this Beechcraft would be worth $20-some. I really don't. Yeah, I really don't. Yeah, I mean, it's like every other airplane we've had. It's like the other Beechcrafts that we have. I don't know. I don't know. I really want that TriStar to come out, man. When's that TriStar due coming out? It should be out any day. This is such a banging airplane here. This Velocity XL. This is such a fun airplane. From from Black Square. This, I think you heard me last time talking about this airplane. This, I do not see this thing worth $45. And the 45 is if you already own the one from 2020. So yeah, I didn't see enough there to really merit, you know, a $65 purchase, which is a shame because it was very good. Now this I really want to get, actually. This one here, this Blackhawk. Yeah, this I really want to get my hands on because the one in Aerofly is great. But I gotta imagine this one will be better. I wonder if this will do a hover landing as well. I'll have to check it out because you can hover land in Aerofly, which is great. Oh, there was a new update that just came out, by the way. If you own the A346, the new one from, I think it's Inabuilds. Oh no, Aerosoft and Toolless. This airplane, if you owned a 346 that just came out, they just launched a new update. It's a very minor update, but they did have an update that came out. So just want to let you know that. All right, I'm out of here. I'll probably be back tomorrow night. And that's about it, my friends. Make sure you hit like and subscribe on the way out the door. And I will see you on the next episode of the Airplane Show. Sorry, I had to look at something real quick. See you!